Young Justice Season 3 is finally upon us. Outsiders is just around the corner, at least fingers crossed. We hope it's coming back soon, because we don't have a release day aside from 2019, for those asking in the comments section. There you go. But with this new season, we have a new change, and that is we're going to have 2 leaders to the teams. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, as well as comment below your thoughts on any other topics you'd like me to cover in the future, as that greatly helps the channel. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because as we all know, YouTube's system's a little bit funky these days when it comes to notifications. Lastly, make sure to check the description below for my social media. So 2 leaders, it's very exciting. 2 leaders, haha. But with 2 leaders now, a lot of people have been wondering, since we haven't seen Aqualad yet, they're like, oh, where the heck is Aqualad? Well, he's the leader of the Young Justice team, just so you guys know. Because at the end of Season 2, in case you guys forgot, because it has been 5 years, going on 6, before we get a new season, Aqualad was reinstated as the leader of the team in Season 3. Well, at the end of Season 2, he's reinstated, but he's going to be the leader in Season 3, unless, of course, something wild happens, right? Because, I mean, heck, he was the leader at the end of Season 1, and then in Season 2, they're like, oh, where's Aqualad? Oh, yeah, he's evil now. So, that was kind of a 180, right? But, obviously, he wasn't actually evil. But, the point is, stuff could happen to Aqualad, since we haven't seen him. We don't know anything about him. But he is going to be the leader of the new team. Now, Aqualad has got his hands full, because, of course, he's got new members, which is always exciting, because we got new characters, and hopefully they get really well developed. That's what we all, fingers crossed, because it's Season 2, there were some characters that did get kind of left out, which is unfortunate. But I guess if you really look at the bigger picture, like if you're imagining this as a comic book, right, that does kind of happen. Like there are arcs where some characters just don't have a lot to do, and then their next arc comes about. So we could see some of the characters that didn't get as much attention get more attention later on, which is the hope, obviously. But anywho, Aqualad got his hands full. Some of the members thought he was evil until like the last episode, so that might be kind of a joke or something like that. But other than that, there's kind of an elephant in the room, and that is Wally's dead. So that's kind of a problem, because he's the leader now. A lot of people knew Wally. Obviously, the old members did. I guess the new ones not so much. Of course, we don't really know what happened in between the flashbacks and all that stuff we didn't see, basically. Because we are going to get flashbacks in this season, in case you guys didn't know. So we could maybe see some Wally flashbacks. That'd be cool. But we don't know how people have handled this. Now, of course, there is a time skip. So, with time comes healing. So maybe it's not going to be as big of a deal to everyone as maybe Artemis and the original team members. Artemis especially, because we've already seen it in the trailer. But Aqualad has got to boost the morale of the team. He's got to get them all working together. I mean, he's a pretty good leader. He did the undercover stuff, obviously, in Season 1. Very good leader. The best leader probably the team's had. I mean, Nightwing was pretty good too. I'm not going to dog on my boy Nightwing, because he's my favorite. But it is actually kind of cool that Nightwing's not the leader now, because some people are like, well, now that he's not the leader, he can have a chance to do stuff. But the second leader is Nightwing. So we got Nightwing as well. Nightwing is the leader of the Outsiders team. Woo! It's so cool. Yeah, it's cool to see Nightwing in a different position. And I'm guessing since he's the leader of the Outsiders, he's going to be... Oh, my phone went off. Hope you guys didn't hear that. But you probably did, because it's kind of loud. Sorry about that. But anywho, so he's the leader of the Outsiders. And the Outsiders are going to do a lot of different things than the normal team will do. Because the normal team is basically an extension of the Justice League. At least that's kind of how it was. To me, it seemed like in Season 1. The superheroes got together and like, okay, we got these sidekicks. We're going to give them these missions, blah, 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 right? So they're undercover. They're not really technically in the limelight. So it's not like there's reporting on the Young Justice team. They're the kind of underground superheroes. They do the not as big as stuff, but it's still important. I think that's smart, because obviously you got to think like, oh, was my sidekick going to die against Darkseid? Which, hey, in this season they got to fight Darkseid. So I guess we'll see. But in general, they do try and keep them away from the bigger threats, right? So, it's interesting. We're going to have that team doing that. And then the Outsiders are going to be doing the more stealth sort of stuff, I'm assuming. It's going to be more of the I know the Young Justice team already kind of is the secret ops kind of team, but the Outsiders team is going to be like the ninja team. That's going to be my assumption anyway, because they got the outfits with no superhero insignias and all that stuff. So we don't know about the actual members though, because we got what, Katana, Metamorpho, Halo, Geoforce. Shoot, I probably forgot someone. Forager. Oh yeah, Forager. I think those are the 5 members, right? And then we got Nightwing as the leader, presumably. And then it also showed Tigress, Artemis. You know, if I'd imagine that Tigress is going to be at least helping that team, because she's not going to be in the Young Justice team anymore. She really has no need to be in that team. She's not the leader. She's not in the team because she's kind of really too old for that, I guess. So she's kind of more of a senior member. So she's going to be with the Outsiders. We've already seen Nightwing and Artemis together, which I'm going to make a separate video on that. Should be interesting. But, anywho, we have Nightwing, Artemis, the Outsiders. Superboy is going to be helping them as well. We know Miss Martian. We have no clue where she is, unfortunately. She could just be invisible or something. I don't know. And then Black Lightning is going to be with them as well, which is, you know, at first I was like, what? Why is Black Lightning with them? I know he's popular now, but it's not just the popularity, it's also the fact that he was a member of the Outsiders team, which is kind of funny because Batman made the Outsiders team. So I kind of wonder, is Batman going to play a bigger role in this season, whatever? Because he did make the Outsiders in the comics, possibly. We did see him in the trailer fighting Bane, so maybe it'd be kind of cool, you know, if we got more Batman, because, I mean, Bruce Greenwood's Batman's freaking awesome. If you guys have seen another Red Hood, you know, and in Young Justice, it's the same voice actor. So, more Batman is more awesome for me, because I like Bruce Greenwood's Batman a lot. Now, if we could just get a better Joker, fingers crossed, right? But anyway, so we got the 2 leaders. Are the teams ever going to work together? I think yes. I think that probably during the bigger times, so like Darkseid being a freaking... I'm imagining it's going to be another invasion, or they're just going to go out in space and fight him in Apocalypse. Either one is a pretty big deal. You're going to want both those teams together for that. I'd even say more of the Outsiders team, because they're less of a liability. I mean, they are all older. They have presumably more experience, so I would really put them in a dangerous spot more over the young sidekick team, but that's just me. But I do see the 2 of them working together. Obviously, we got Nightwing on one side, we got Aqualad on the other. They've worked together very well in the past. We've got Artemis and Superboy somehow in the fray of this. Wally's dead, unfortunately. RIP. And Miss Martian's nowhere to be seen, but I feel like all of the remaining members, we'll just throw that out there now, because we never know. Because, heck, I mean, at the Season 2, if you remember, Artemis was retired, Wally was retired, so it's like, who knows, maybe Megan's retired. But anyway, seeing the 2 of them work together is going to be freaking awesome, okay? And seeing the leadership that has developed with Nightwing, who is really more of a natural leader, it's just that in Season 1, Dick Grayson was just too young. He couldn't really do it, right? I mean, being 13, you expect him to lead the team. It's a little much, right? But I guess really in the Rebirth Teen Titans, is Damian the leader? I'm not sure, but anyway, he's the same age. So, and then we have Aqualad, who's definitely experienced and vetted enough. Problem is that there's going to be more character deaths. Are there going to be more deaths? I assume there will be. Not just Wally, but other deaths as well. And with more deaths, it becomes harder and harder to be the leader of the team. I mean, heck, that's why Nightwing stepped down. If you guys remember, he was depressed. It's like, man, this sucks. Wally's dead. I'm just kind of done right now. So, yeah, it makes sense having him be more the Outsiders leader. And honestly, Nightwing does kind of work better when he's able to do more stuff like that, as opposed to just being stuck in an office job all day, more or less. It's kind of what he did in Season 2. He got to do some cool stuff, but it's like, he's kind of stuck there working with the team and doing all that. I want to see Nightwing in action, right? Because he's awesome. So I hope we do get more Nightwing action. Let me know, though, in the comment section below, who you guys are most interested to see of the Young Justice team or the Outsiders team. Are you more hyped for the Young Justice team and the new members, or the Outsiders team? Now, it's kind of tricky. I really do look forward to seeing the Young Justice team, because there's some new characters on that team and just returning characters that I'm pretty interested to see. I think all those are going to be really cool. But then again, the Outsiders are all brand new characters, so we're going to have to see how that works. hopefully it turns out great. I'm sure it will, as long as the writing and everything is great. Awesome. So anywho, that's all I had for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys later.